A fashion show like no other. French free-fly world champion Domitille Kiger twists and turns in the gushing wind, dressed in Iris van Herpen haute couture. The Dutch designer wanted to present her collection for next winter not on a podium, but in the air.
When looking afar at our own planet, our own home, you can see the fragility but also the oneness of it being one organism, and everything is interconnected. And it also is a symbolic image for the environmental movement, which is closely connected to my work because sustainability and the future of fashion is really a big part of my research and development.
Iris van Herpen makes her collections from eco-responsible materials. She also uses 3D printing and works with recycled plastic provided by an organisation called Parley for the Oceans.
The central shape of the collection was the circle, the sphere, because of course it represents our blue marble, our home, but also all the cyclic motion within nature. And I think that's also a vision of fashion that we want to work towards. Ultimately, I think that's also the system within fashion that we want to work towards, a circular system where materials are being reused constantly. And I think within nature all these cyclic movements are embedded in all layers of the process, and that's also what I wanted to represent in both the pattern making but also in the collaborations that we did in the designs of the structure and the techniques that we created.
Haute couture is always a collective achievement where new technologies fuse with ancestral savoir-faire and requires skills as varied as embroidery, featherwork, glove making and pleating.
Haute couture is really something we hold aloft. We brandish it like a flag. To defend it, to really make sure people know about the extraordinary savoir-faire, the excellence of all those Parisian artisans and everything that France can produce when it comes to things that are truly prestigious and exceptional.
But Paris Haute Couture Fashion Week is also an international celebration. Lebanese couturier Zuhair Murad lives and works in Beirut. Like so many in Lebanon, he's contending with the ongoing fallout of last year's port explosion, catastrophic inflation and an ongoing political crisis. But that never shook his determination to present his latest collection to the world.
Paris is, especially for the couture, is the city of fashion, you know. It has the history of very big houses of couture fashion. So it's my honor to be participated in a fashion week in Paris. And especially what is happening now, you know, after 1 year of COVID-19, you know, and people suffering everywhere. So it's nice after 1 year and a half to restart doing the physical fashion show in Paris and to having people, you know, to enjoying, you know, and to dream. And when we dream, we escape from reality.
New Yorker Kerby Jean-Raymond is the founder of the label Pio Moss. He's the first black American designer to be invited to show his collection in Paris by France's powerful couture federation. His collection, What You is a celebration of everyday objects and an exploration of contemporary social upheaval. Among the most noteworthy audience members, former president of the Black Panthers, Elaine Brown.
So when we look back and we look at today, we say, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We got to organize for freedom. We got to come together. As the beautiful George Jackson said, settle your differences. Settle your differences and come together to fight for freedom. Because we have what? We have the power. We have the power among us. And you know why we have the power? Because all power belongs to the people. All power belongs to the people. All power to the people. All power to the people. All power to the people.
Less political, but no less creative, Chanel. Artistic director Virginie Viard infuses her latest offering with the luminous colours and brushstrokes of French Impressionism.
I thought the silhouettes were very faithful to the distinctly Parisian allure of the Chanel woman. And I think that Virginie chose this location, the Palais Galliera, so well. It's perfect for this collection. It's almost a temple to fashion and to haute couture. And of course, haute couture is also shorthand for Paris.
Honestly, the one that Sarah Grace wore, it walked straight out of a painting from like a Monet or Renoir, and it was just so incredible.
Haute couture is back with a vengeance, and next winter, between eco-responsible glamour, New York activism and Parisian impressionism, you'll be spoilt for choice.
Daniel Pseny, vous avez été victime vous-même lors des attentats du 13 novembre 2015 au Bataclan. Et c'est vous qui avez d'ailleurs filmé la fuite des spectateurs du Bataclan.
Tétanisé. Je suis debout, immobile, je sais pas ce qui se passe. Je suis un morceau de bois à ce moment-là.
On sent que la réflexion se focalise que sur une chose, aider ceux qui souffrent.
2201, a thought-provoking must-see documentary on France 24 and France24.com.